Rasheeda, the hip-hop and love phenomenon, has revealed to her fans that her son Kirk Frost was significantly involved in Sunday's car accident. She used social media to share the news and write a heartfelt message that gave her followers a glimpse of her terrifying experience. The family just received a video message from Rasheeda showing the aftermath of the incident, with the front half of K's vehicle completely destroyed and the extent of the damage clearly visible. Rasheeda spoke openly about her anxiety and her sense of helplessness upon arriving at the scene of the accident. "When I was there, as Frost 117 approaches the collision, your child's first observation is that this car's appearance is strange," emphasizing the gravity of the heartfelt caption. "Your body and mind are overcome with the feeling." Her post expressed the immense shock that any parent would feel in such a situation. For a split second, the sight of the wrecked car must have been horrifying as Rasheeda and Kirk Frost, her husband, contemplated the possibility that their son might have been seriously injured or even killed. The car's shattered front served as a terrifying reminder of their closeness to a much more sinister ending, though Rasheeda is still alive and will recover. She spoke with a strong sense of comfort, knowing that things could have gone far worse despite K's injuries. Any parent who sees their kid in such a risky circumstance is beyond horrifying, but Rasheeda found some comfort in knowing that K survived the collision thanks to her faith in God. News of K's survival reached supporters and admirers. They hastened to offer their prayers and best wishes for K's recovery, as well as their joy that the youth's injuries did not pose a threat to life. In her essay, Rasheeda stressed not only the physical effects of the accident, but also its psychological effects. No parent can adequately convey the impact of nearly losing a child. So Rasheeda's candor in sharing this intimate moment with her followers touched a nerve. Sincerely, the camera gently moved over the debris in the video that she uploaded, illustrating the need for the collision's severity. The front of the vehicle has been damaged, with its broken mirror and bent iron, acted as a clear alert of the dangers. As fans watch the video that many have left, it can occur unexpectedly. In light of how quickly life can change and how fragile life can be, Rasheeda's candor in discussing the incident brought to light the real struggles and anxieties that even well-known people conceal behind the glamour and glitz of the spotlight. Despite this trying experience, Rasheeda's fortitude and resilience were on display as she focused on the fact that her son was still alive and doing well. Acknowledged that although K's injuries and limp were unnerving, nothing compared to what might have happened, and that the accident served as a lesson to cherish every moment spent with loved ones, since life can be unpredictable and fragile as K embarks on the journey too. Moreover, it's clear that his parents are also part of his family, ready to support him at every step of the way. Rasheeda's tweet gave followers more than just a glimpse into the horrific event. It also showed how resilient families can be during life's most trying moments by showing them plenty of love and support from friends and followers. More is probably to come. Co-workers and reality TV celebrities quickly gathered around Rasheeda and her family, flooding social media with expressions of sympathy, prayers, and well wishes following the horrifying pictures. Following the vehicle collision, Kirk Frost's accident quickly spread and included several individuals. Consolation as they get through this trying event with fellow fans in unison, startled at how severe the impact was. In a video that she uploaded, Rasheeda, a terrifying look at what may have happened if everything had ended out any worse. There was a collective sigh of relief when Rasheeda confirmed that she expected her child to survive the collision, even though the car was in terrible shape. Supporters took comfort in the knowledge that, although K's injuries were uncomfortable, they did not pose a threat to his life. The reality of the situation was clear, and Rasheeda's candor about his condition, a limp and a few bruises, provided a glimmer of optimism in what could have otherwise been a painful period for any family. When Rasheeda informed her supporters that Kai would come, there was a collective sigh of relief. Even if his wounds were severe, they were not so minor as to raise the possibility of being deadly. According to her message, Kirk was limping and had bruises, but what was really important was that he was still alive because of Rasheeda. The news is an emotional roller coaster for guardians who see their children develop, go close to danger, yet manage to avoid it. Became widely popular among the Love and Hip cast friends, supporters, and coworkers. Supporting the Frost family in the hopes of receiving a strong social media response show how close-knit Rasheeda was to her family, as well as how much love each of them has for the other, as well as her family to their fan base. The larger entertainment industry and Twitter and Instagram were utilized by public figures who are reality stars and fans. The wreckage was a sobering reminder of life's fragility and how quickly things can change. Some expressed comfort in knowing Kai was safe, while others couldn't help but mention how terrifying the collision seems based on the video that Rasheeda shared. Some discussed their personal automobile experience incidents, providing statements of photos that inspire and show togetherness. If the total vehicle struck a chord with people, they brought up the reminders to Kai's encouragement and other channels to convey sincere condolences and supplications for a speedy recovery. That a very different outcome may have occurred, even more harmful to viewers of Rasheeda's adventures on reality TV. And social media about this incident touched her deeply, as did her openness about how they feel like her family. I started to consider the details when I saw that amid the expressions of affection, admirers and anxious followers' questions were centered around their expanded circle. Unanswered questions regarding Kai's whereabouts at the time of the tragedy and how it occurred persisted in the air as others speculated about what may have happened on that tragic day in Rasheeda's initial post, which she chose to keep private. Supporters were concerned because she was rationally more concerned with her son's well-being than with explaining the circumstances of the crash and the mystery of exactly what went wrong. The car had sustained significant damage, and it was astonishing that Kai had left without suffering any more serious injuries. And friends in the entertainment, there were clear indications of industry. Enormous support was shown for the ensemble. Celebrities involved in the hip-hop and love scenes. Even among those who don't watch reality TV, social media has grown in popularity. While some share stories of their own car near-death experiences, showing solidarity and awareness of the potential trauma following something as terrifying as that, others wished Kai a speedy recovery. For those who have followed Rasheeda over the years, this moment has been a journey. A reminder of how tightly connected things are. Her life has changed as a result of her fan base. Arriving together, online queries began to disclose information about the precise facts of the accident, Kai's destination, and the cause of the crash were some of the questions that lingered in the minds of those who heard the news when Rasheeda initially broke the news. She omitted all relevant data from the message on how the event had developed, leaving many confused about what had happened in the few seconds before. It's not yet known if the crash was caused by the other driver. Although the cause of the crash is still unknown due to weather conditions or a technical issue with the car, supporters of Kai are understandably concerned for his well-being. While the circumstances surrounding the crash are still unknown, one thing is certain: Rasheeda and her family are sincerely grateful for Kai's situation. Facing the terrible reality of losing a child is something that no parent wishes to have to go through, and it's obvious Rasheeda was on the verge of arrival. There is comfort in the midst of the incomprehensible horror that she and Kirk had when they arrived at the scene of her son's automobile wreckage. She will likely never get over the horrible experience of seeing her son's vehicle there. Consolation in Kai's survival and future recovery as the family begins to process the accident and the events that followed. Kai probably requires some time to heal both physically and psychologically from an accident, especially in situations where the wounds are not life-threatening. The trauma of being so near death might make it difficult to accept, and Kai's recuperation probably won't involve. In addition to attending to his physical needs, Rasheeda's openness about the accident and her gratitude for her son's survival have already inspired a number of people, encouraging them to hold on to their gratitude and stay close to loved ones every moment. Although the details of the crash are still unknown, one thing is certain: everyone, from viewers to reality TV colleagues, is standing behind Rasheeda Kai and their large family during this difficult time, offering prayers and encouraging words as Kai recovers. The Frost family has also remained close throughout, and this mishap has likely brought them closer together as they deal with the fallout. Awful trauma. At this time, the emphasis is on Kay's rehab and with the powerful. It was a terrifying reminder of the speed at which life can change, the strength of resilience, and the importance of Rasheeda's family. Kirk's quick response to rush to their son's side during his trying moment highlights their shared love and friendship. It is highly likely that he will pass the considerably more powerful sensation. It will definitely be important in Kay's recovery process going forward. Days later, more details about the incident might surface, and supporters will be thrilled to hear about Kay's progress. However, for now, there is a sense of relief that the worst did not happen despite Kay's expected severe injuries. To completely recover, and in light of that comfort and a fresh appreciation for life, family, and the help of an ally, supporters of other reality TV stars and friends who have stood with Rasheeda and her family through all of life's ups and downs came together swiftly. Following the deluge of social media responses from Rasheeda's relatives expressing concern, greetings, and well wishes in the wake of the shocking images of the car crash in which her son, Kirk Frost, was involved, the accident's news spread swiftly. Social networking sites, as a number of Rasheeda's supporters and followers were deleted due to the severity of the crash. She also revealed a frightening scene in the video. Kay's automobile was twisted and contorted into an almost unrecognizable state in the wake of the crash. Beyond recognition showing that the impact was significant and the collision may have been lethal despite the awful state of the car, there was for some time wondering if the bad weather, irresponsible driving, or anything else had caused the slide into the rest of the ignorance. There was room for speculation, but in the end, what mattered most was that Kai was alive and had recovered his vision. The car wreckage was shocking, but the relief exceeded knowing he would be okay. For Kirk and Rasheeda, the first shock that their child had survived such a serious impact was insignificant. In addition to receiving supernatural help, Rasheeda wrote in her post that her faith has been essential in helping her understand the impending disaster and express her deep gratitude to God for keeping her child safe. She also talked about how an unexplainable feeling washed over Kirk and her when they saw Kay's car at the accident. It was a crippling mix of comfort and dread as Kai sets out on his path to most likely recover. Physical and emotional healing will occur. Needed the shock of such a near-death experience, it might not end fast enough. The injuries on the body have healed, although Kai might not fully understand this for a while. What happened during the healing process from an incident like this isn't just about getting rid of bruises and limps. It's also about coping with the psychological effects of living things, which is something Rasheeda's fans find so upsetting. For this reason, Key will undoubtedly benefit greatly from his strong support system of friends and family. Stand back up as he waited for Rasheeda to be open to discussing this really painful and private incident. The glow has touched a nerve with her candor in revealing the extent of her fear, and the devastation of seeing her son's car in that state has drawn further support from her. The first instinct of loyal followers, much like a mother, was to watch out for and protect her child, and by talking about this difficult topic, she's made it possible for others to relate to her on a deeper level. Her comments and the articles serve as a powerful reminder of life's unpredictability and the value of cherishing family members as the accident is processed by the family and Kai continues to heal. For some, the mystery surrounding the actual crash can linger. Was someone else responsible for the accident? Was it something to do with the strange weather? The Frost family's roadways have not yet revealed any new information on their condition. Decide to focus on Kay's well-being and recuperation. Perhaps later on, we'll discover more about what transpired, but for now, the primary concern is continued and showing appreciation for what was rescued. Although many others were still struggling to comprehend the horrifying reality given how close Kai was to peril, there is a strong sense of relief and unity among Rasheeda's family. Those who have seen her through life's highs and lows on television have stood by her side, offered encouraging words, and shown unwavering support for her perseverance. Is apparent when she offers her assistance. The trial of the Frost family has touched many, acting as a reminder to touch a nerve, cherish loved ones near, and to never take anything for granted. As Kai gets back to the ongoing outpouring of love and prayers, fans will undoubtedly keep an eye out for Kai. Son, during his recuperation from the event, has definitely made the family even closer, serving as a reminder of the power they share with each other. Any updates on his condition, Rasheeda and Kirk's faith, and their family values have always been vital to their audience characters. This horrific experience has shown how deeply these beliefs run as Kai in the days and weeks to come. Heals, as the family reflects on the event, they will likely still be surrounded by a warm network of supporters, friends, and colleagues. However, the psychological scars from such a near call may take some time to heal. Rasheeda and her relatives will certainly not be complacent about the gift that is Kai's life and journey to recovery. The love and support they have received will surely give them courage in the days ahead, and Kai's story serves as a potent reminder of how short life is in reality.